Dearest heart, the love that you give to the people in this world are natural, pure, and unconditional. You are holding such a strong power of love in this lifetime, which means whatever you want, you can bring it to the world instantly. So, however, you are guided to nurture yourself in these days so you are able to reconnect to your own energy, emotions freely. So, as much as it tough and hard, you are guided to not be stubborn and not to allowing your masculine, feminine, toxic energy to control you. So, when it comes to this specific connection, you have been looking for signs whether this is over or end for good. So, the Spirit says this is not over nor end for good. Fact, this is only the beginning, and the difference is very needed. So, you could create the space within yourself and connect with your own before with others. So there might be some specific wounds that always affecting the future of the relationship. So it is like as much as you create or plan the future, you might there is always something on its way. So it is not them, it is you. The love, attraction, chemistry, passion, compassion, value, perspective that you share with this person is mutual and pure. So, no, you are not crazy. You just need to stop fighting this connection in your heart. So, dear souls, know that. When you are going through a difficult time, it can trigger past fear based energy along with anxiety. The power is you to overcome anything that interfere with manifesting your dreams. So push away the fear and don't allow it to take control. The fear can open old past wound, and the key here is to stay grounded as you heal. Open your eyes to your true path. This is the time your fears, no matter what obstacle you are experiencing. Now is the time to make peace with the past and release negativity. Fear is an emotion that we all experience. So, anxiety only gets worse than you keep planting negative seeds. So, when you dig deep to the light in your heart, it will encourage you to move past and fight through obstacles. So leave it to God, release and surrender. Fear, let go of past old wounds and start fresh. You have a beautiful light deep inside you. Don't allow anyone to pull your vibration down. So, dear souls, know that asking questions and talking about our experience are the fundamentals of conversation. They both have a place and they balance each other. If one or the other takes over, the conversations might lead down a narrow road, especially when having a discussion, argument, or misunderstanding with someone. So it might feel there is a mountain between you, and if you focus only on getting your opinion or your side of the story through. So, if you show up to the conversation with an open mind to try and understand the other person's point of view. So you might find that the mountain was really just a lake that you can swim across to reach the other person. So this message encourages you to remember the balance is communicating and to think about how you have conversations with your loved ones, friends, family, and colleagues or acquaintances. It encourages you to show up to the conversation with a different view in mind, which is to understand. So, your goal is to be able to swim across the lake and not have you both stuck on opposite sides of a mountain, not able to reach each other. So, remember that conversations are not one sided and it's required both parties to reach a resolution, but you can be the one to start trying to move the conversation into a direction that focus on understanding each other than telling each other. It might just help you both out. So, dear souls, know that someone keep their love for you hidden, but now they are watching you and wanting to confess the truth very soon. So, both of you are going through a tough time in this connection right now. It is possible that there is a strong third party situation which is directly or indirectly creating problems in your life. So, not only you, but your person also misses the old time and they are thinking about getting into a reconciliation with you as soon as possible. So, this person is not liking staying away from you. They want to talk to you and they want to solve all of the issue. This person is so much scared to come in front of you. So, because they know that you have so many questions in your mind regarding this connection, and they are not sure that they can answer them honestly or not. So, they really hate not being near you, and especially this person thinks that you are no longer interested in them. And you have moved on from them, and this time you will not accept whatever this person is offering you because this is not the first time that you are upset with them. They don't want to hide behind materialistic things any longer. This person has changed so much and now they are ready to face anyone or anything. They are no longer afraid of what people think about them. Before, this person always thinks that what would people think about them or what will be the consequences of putting their emotion in front of anyone about. So, what they want and what they have done, because these are the two very different things which can raise question on this person's character, and they did not want that to happen. So, expect heartfelt communication from this person within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and they can't resist their feelings any longer. So, if you have lost all your hopes for this connection, you need to know that it is not ended up here. Actually, your relationship is starting now. So, dear souls, know that. Did not I say that silence brings the most amount answer? And it did. Yes, now you know why you felt the need to slow down a bit. The clarity has come in, and now whatever becomes clear will only be the path forward for you. I know that this has never been the way for you to do things, but there is always a probability for things to happen for the first time. This is just the beginning. You will gradually see a very new side to your personality, and that you have built a lot of new habits in your life. I also see that someone is visualizing and waiting for a new life with you. What a lovely reading, and there is one thing here. You have no idea how receptive you have been towards. So, the universe and whatever it has asked you to do so far, and that is the only reason why you are always where you are. Somehow picking up that this is the time for you and the only you, and it's time for elevation, my loves. The universe was telling you that all the gifts that will come were just waiting for this upgrade in you. So I can clearly see that someone is desperately waiting to move forward in some kind of a path with you. The patience is very much a big contributor for your personal growth. The connection that are there in your life and that you build now are going to be very long lasting. This upgrade in you is bringing a lot of positive changes. So, dear souls, know that you are doing this thing where you are taking more control of aspects of your life while at the same time letting go and allowing the universe to drive for you. So, this paradox is not a coincidence. This is the part of your alignment when you put energy first and in a detached sort of way. You are guiding your outcomes more seamlessly. So, some of the hustle is still there. That is a good thing. It is a part of what keeps your mind and body active. But things are finally falling into place. So you can feel your shift this time. In the past, you used to have a convince yourself mainly because you were struggling to just stay alive. So, whereas now there is a space that exists for thriving, it is becoming part of your expectation. You expect to live a good life cause you know that is how the blueprint was designed in your favor and in your honor. So, dear souls, know that to lose God means to let the mind wander away from Him, and to be with Him means to unite the mind with Him. So, the easy way to unite the mind with God is to learn to see everything in its connection with Him. For example, let us say that someone hurts us. It is the nature of the mind to develop sentiments of resentment, hatred, etc. So, towards anyone who harm us, however, if we permit that to happen, then our mind comes away from the divine realm and the devotional union of our mind with God ceases. So, instead, if we see the Supreme Lord seated in the person, we will think God is testing me through this person. He wants me to increase the virtue of tolerance. And that is why he is inspiring this person to behave badly with me, but I will not permit the incident to disturb me. So, thinking in this way, we still be able to prevent the mind from becoming a victim of negative sentiments. So, therefore, if we truly begin to think that the whole world comprises God in our chosen form, There will never be a single moment where we are far from God. Therefore, God says that first we should try to everything in God and God in everything. So God could be the form of Jesus, it could be any other dirty that we feel an affinity towards. It could also be our good, no matter what form we choose. We should be able to view the form of God as the highest. So, dear souls, know that you have to have a faith that God is in control, no matter what the circumstances. So many things happen in life, good and bad. Even in the bad things, God is still in control. He allowed different things to happen, even that are sad and tragic, to show us He is still God and will always be. He can do all things and He will never fail. So everything happens for a reason we might not be sure about yet, but eventually and in God's perfect timing, we will come to know why. Yes, may question all the hardship and sufferings we have to go through. So, but God is on our side. Just trust that everything will work out and that it's all part of God's plan. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Trust not only in Him but in His timing. So, life changes, you lose love, you lose friends, you lose pieces of yourself that you never imagined would be gone, and then without you even realizing in these pieces come back. So, new love enters, better friends come along, and a stronger, wiser you is starting back in the mirror. No matter how bad it gets, better days are always waiting. Hoping you will make it there to accept the smile and joy that they are offering. Surround yourself with the ones who know how far you have walked from the hell to the healing, and even if you still have a long way to go, they hold the door. So hold your hand, hold your heart for as long as you need to come out of the dark, walk into the light, and shine as yourself again. So today, may you leap past every obstacle and find yourself right to the entrance of your promised land. I see the power of the Lord's heavy this year. So your enemies must go now. God is cancelling their assignment and creating a clear path. Faithful child, and He is going before you. And when He is ready to bless, hell can't touch it. There is a fresh wind coming, and you will leap over every obstacle suddenly. So, dear souls, know that. The truth is, healing is not linear. There are going to be days where you wake up and your bones are full of light. So there are going to be days where you leap towards something you would have run from in the past, and those moments will be so gratifying. Life will feel beautiful and hopeful and bathed in growth. But there will also be days where you take 10 steps backward, where the wound is scratched, where the hurt resurfaces, where you race so quickly towards your hope that you stumble over it. So you will feel like you have moved on, and then you will hear a certain song, or you will realize that you have forgotten what your mother's voice sounded like. Or you will see something that flashes nostalgia into your chest, and you will be reminded that the act is still there, that it is still tender, and that is okay. So, healing happens in waves. It is a process. You peel back the layer, you move forward, you find new rooms within your healing, within your heart. So that you are scared to go into and you learn how to open those doors. Healing is a lifelong journey. We are not ever actually void of the experience or the memory. But slowly we learn how to control the way those memories affect us. Slowly we learn how to approach the hard days. We learn how to let those emotions pass through us like rain. How to face the parts of ourselves that no one else claps for with time. So we learn how to believe in the foundation we have built within our healing, and how to remind ourselves just how far we have come, how to have compassion for ourselves, how to believe in our growth. So, even when we cannot feel it at the end of the day, you should be proud of the way you have fought to be here. You should be proud of the way you have tucked hope into yourself for safekeeping, of the way you have believed that there is more to experience at the hands of His life, that the beauty you have yet to feel exists in this world. So, at the end of the day, you should be proud of the way you survived, and you should be proud of the person you are becoming. So, dear souls, know that. Be glad that your steps have led you here. Your dreams are about to come true. This message brings that life seems filled with promises now. So there is a feeling of success as well as heightened sense of security in all areas of your life, and there will be utmost contentment in your life. Your dreams are turning into reality, a time to rejoice with family and loved ones. The Ace of Pentacles is like a metamorphic blank check from the universe. So you are standing at the gate that open up to the material world, show the seeds for a stable financial future. This ace represents material abundance, dream big, work hard. So you deserve the best, and the best you shall receive on condition that you will fill yourself with positive energy. So turn your hopes into tangible actions, manifest your goal. The Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles is a powerful combination. It signifies that you have reached junction in your life where emotional fulfillment and material success, both aspects, are working together in your favor to create a sense of peace and fulfillment in your life. You are heading towards achieving financial success and security while also having deep and meaningful relationship with those around you. So immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluctuating moments of joy. So today I give myself permission to be happy. I will laugh and laugh some more. I will spread my wings of joy and soar. I now let go of the past and live in the present moment. So I am beautiful, smart, creative, hot on a journey towards ultimate happiness. Dreamer, your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. So this is the magic of life. Today I will take time for the dreamer in me. I will remember that my dreams have a purpose and were given to me for a reason. So I will not be misled by the opinion and doubts of other, for this is my journey and only I can know the way. I will focus on taking tiny steps towards my dream and I will never give up. So dear souls, know that the hurt, the doubt, and the question are there to open your eyes to see that the loneliest place on this earth is to share a bed with somebody who does not make you feel enough, or to share the most intimate parts of yourself with someone who does not make your soul feel alive, or to build a life with someone who does not make you feel as love, and it is far. It is far better to be on your own, alone, investing in the greatest work of all, which is to love yourself, than to be in a so called relationship with somebody and yet still feel solitary and unhappy. So, loneliness is not living by yourself or eating out alone. Loneliness is waking up at 3 am to find someone asleep beside you who, despite their presence, and make you feel unloved. So, loneliness is the earning that you deserve far better than what you are struggling to endure. So it is okay to be in this space, the transition, the messy middle, the space in between, and you have moved on, but you have not yet arrived. You have left behind what you needed to, but the puzzle pieces have not all yet come together. There is messiness, there is waiting, there is uncertainty. You are wanting to rush, but everything is moving slow. You are wondering if you will get to where you want to go. But where you are is perfect. The messy middle is for doors to close and new doors to open. This transition period is where things come undone so that they can be put back together. So, this is a season of just being, of trusting. This is a season to pause and take a breath. Have a love for yourself, and you are exactly where you need to be. So, dear souls, know that it is wonderful to start something, but it is much more powerful to finish. And many people start exciting new venture, but rarely finish what they set out to do. So they get tired, they grow weary, they forget the reason why they started, and so they give up all before they saw the breakthrough that God has about to bring forth. But something beautiful happens when we choose to stay faithful and finish the race, even if every part of us want to throw in the towel, when we choose to keep going and when we easily could give up. So when we choose to keep spending time with God, even if He feels distant, when we choose to finish that project and see it to the finish line, even when we don't see the point anymore. So when we choose to be diligent and steadfast and run the race that has been marked for us, because the truth is you never know when the breakthrough is coming. It could be today, tomorrow, or the next. And you don't want to give up before God brings the miracle. It could be a lot closer than you think. Dear child, know that He is just a prayer away. Remember, a situation may be too big for you to handle, but it is not too big for God. The Holy Spirit longs to help you, encourage you, and straighten you when you need in the most. And He is always just a prayer away. Whatever you are dealing with today, I encourage you look at it with a fresh perspective. So instead of saying this is too hard, choose to say what God's word says about your situation. Say things like God is taking care of my problem and I can do all things through Christ who straightens me. So, when you least expect it, I pray this encourage someone out there. God will show up with your husband, wife, house, healing, provision, favor, and or any other desire of your heart, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. And all these things will be given to you as well. Started focusing on the problem solver. It was in the moment that I sought after him wholeheartedly in reverence, praise, and full trust in spite of my situation that he intervened. So it was in the moments I least expected it, when I least expected it, God answered and miracles happened. So praise God. So, dear souls, know that trying to keep up with the expectations of society is exhausting and impossible in an attempt to fit in inner press people. We end up losing ourselves on a never ending performance treadmill of perfectionism. So we get caught up in an anxious striving to do and be better because we don't feel good enough on the inside. We don't feel lovable as we are. So it suffocates our soul with worry about details of our performance, what people think and doing what is right. Perfection is an unrealistic and impossible standard. So only Jesus is perfect and it's only through his grace that we can get free. Jesus declared on the cross, "You are loved as you are forgiven of your sin, and I have made the way for you to know God as your forever friend." That means we don't have to hide behind a happy face or pretend to have it all together. Instead, we can take courage to be emotionally honest with safe friends who will listen and give us empathy. So, as we do, we will discover that we are not alone. Our shame and fear will melt away, and God will transform our pain into hope. Oh, friends, what a relief and joy it is to behold the warm smile of God in Jesus and rest in the freedom of being known, loved, and assented in His eyes. So, my child, know that He is always enough and He is the source of everything we need. It is easy to look around and think God is holding out on us. Like if we finally got that thing, then we would finally be content. So we would finally feel fulfilled. But perhaps God does not give us what we think we need, so we can find everything and we need in Him. When we begin to let go of the things we thought we needed, we will slowly see that all we really need is Him. We will begin to come out of agreement with the lie that God plus something else is the equation to satisfy our deepest desire, and we will see the God that God alone is enough. Nothing and no be able to fulfill the God sized hole in our heart. So He alone can satisfy the area you feel is lacking today. He can give you the joy you need and the purpose you are looking for and the peace you crave. So that joy you are craving will not be found in a promotion. It would not be found in a relationship. It would not be found in a friendship. And it would not be found in a destination. So it would not be found in a bank statement. It would not be found in retirement. It would not be found in getting into that one school. Sure, these things can be good gifts from God. So, but they were never meant to replace Him as the objects of our affection. I know in my own God has not given me what I thought and I needed. So I would learn to find what I need to Him. I did not need that thing I was waiting on to feel fulfilled. And in fact, I could find fulfillment in Him and Him alone. So this allow me to take ideas of their pedestals in my life and knowing they are good gifts, but good gifts were never meant to replace God. So my child, know that I struggle to believe that it is all on me and that I am the only one to carry the pressure that comes with the life or the burdens that so easily can wear me out. So God has to continually remind me of His ability to carry what I am carrying, and that despite what I tend to think, this life is not all on me. So He says to you and me today, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Let's allow the Lord to carry our heavy burden. Let's allow God to give us rest. Let's allow God to teach us how to take up His yoke and learn from Him. He does not want you to carry what you are carrying. He does not want that kind of pressure to be on you today. He wants to show you that with Him, you can always find a place of rest. So, dear souls, know that if you are not mindful, the voice of the ones who have hurt you the most can get stuck inside you, rooting themselves so deep within the folds of your thoughts that you can no longer distinguish your own voice from that of others. They blur together, creating an amalgamation of self hatred, ridicule, and self depression, cleverly disguised inside you as your inner citric. But when you became cognizant of the perspective in which your thoughts take shape, you take the first step toward reclaiming your agency and power instead of immediately absorbing every thought that pops up inside your head. You learn to pause and observe them instead once you understand the way in which your subconscious mind has internalized the voices and perspective of others. You begin to transform the way in which you see yourself and as a result see others. You can now show up authentically for a world that needs your self acceptance now more than ever. So, my child, know that. Imagine a friendship where you can share your hurts and lives with vulnerability and playfulness. We all need relationship like this to thrive. But probably most of our relationships are lacking in emotional and spiritual depth. So how can we cultivate deeper connections? Empathy is the key. So Jesus put his body together to share each other concern. He invites us to rejoice and suffer together. You will experience more fullness of Christ's abundant life. So when you have a friend who shares your hurt, stress, joy, and longing, the disciple Jesus loved God. He loved because God first loved us. Similarly, when you regularly receive empathy, you learn how to share it with others. My child, know that. You are incredible. Look at all you have conquered with unwavering strength and determination. Don't let anyone dim your sparkle or make you doubt your worth. Keep slaying, keep being unapologetically yourself. The world is lucky to have you. Remember, you deserve nothing but the best. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God. And if you want your all wishes come true, type Amen.